I have the unique pleasure of watching myself a lot when I edit my videos, and I always catch myself saying something to the effect of, this could be a signature look for me. This could be a go-to look that I wear when I don't know what else to wear. And then I don't do it. I feel like for years I've had this attitude about my makeup that like, if I wear a look once, it's done, and next time I have to do something new. And I've been trying to change my attitude kind of into the way that I'm viewing clothes. If you have a pair of shoes that are comfortable, you're gonna wear them all the time. You're not gonna be like, oh, I wore those yesterday, I can't wear those again. And I feel like now when I have a makeup look that I really like, that should be my first stop when I am trying to decide what makeup to do next. If I like it, I should wear it more. So this look in particular, I've worn so much recently. The two shadows that are on my eyes are part of my random palette selection for this month, which is kind of like prompted the excitement. Seeing them next to each other kind of prompted me to use them, and then I really like them, and I think this is like my 4th or 5th time doing it this month, which is a lot for me. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm just going to be doing my makeup along with you, kind of a get ready with me, if you will, and I'll show you how to create the look that I'm going to be rocking for a long time. I don't know. I really like it. No plans on stopping. So let's get into it. Okay, we're zoomed in. We're gonna start with the eyes, and I just want to kind of explain my thought process behind the look also. I've been doing this recently with specifically 2 shadows, but the thing that I like about it is like you could really do it with so many different shadows. I plan to experiment more with my collection in the future. Haven't really done that yet because I've just been kind of like riding the high of this combo, but let me tell you what I like about these shadows to make it easier if you were looking to recreate this look with your own collection. So the matte that I've been using is Chic Happens from Colourpop. The qualities about the shadow that I like, it's a matte formula that I like to work with. I like that the color is a bit deeper than my skin tone. It's not so dark that there's going to be harsh lines created, but it's dark enough that you will be able to see that I have this down as a base. It's possible it would look nice also with a shade that's way deeper than my skin tone, but I think it would kind of change the DNA of the look. And then over top, I've been using Cookie Dough from Looxi, and this is just like an iridescent shadow with blue sparkle. It doesn't really have a base when you put it down, so you can really see the base matte through it. And I think any iridescent would work well for this. I have my eye primer down, and we're just going to go right into the matte. I pretty much always have like a crease shadow fluffed out in my crease, but in this look, I just do this. And I have this eyeshadow brush. It's from SL Miss Glam. I got it from an Ipsy bag years ago, but the thing that I like about it is it's like a flat shader brush, but it still has a little bit of body to it that I feel like I can kind of like fluff and blend without blending away. Like I still have precision about where I'm plopping the shade down. And what I try to do is just go out like a little wing and up into the crease. I feel like every time I do it, it might look a little bit different, and that's okay. And I also fill in my whole lid. I also like that it's light enough that if the 2 eyes aren't totally even, you're not going to really notice. It's not like, you know, I think it's okay even if you're doing a graphic eyeliner. If they're not perfect, I'm sure mine never are, but I don't think it would even register to anyone if this color shadow or this depth of shadow is a little uneven on the 2 eyes. So this is the starting point with the matte. This is so simple. The demonstration is going to be quicker than the explanation. So for Cookie Dough, I just go in with my finger, as I like to apply shimmers with, and I just go all over this. And it just looks like that. I've been saying for a long time that I had like an eyeshadow fantasy of a shimmery teal over like a cool brown. And I feel like I'm finally living my truth now. And I'm happy that I gave myself permission to do this look all the time, you know? It doesn't have to be like a one-time thing. If I like a look, why not wear it all the time? So that's it for the eyes for right now. We're gonna come back after the face, and I'm going to use this on my inner corner. I'm gonna use the matte on my lower lash line. So it's literally just the 2 shadows, but yeah, for right now, we're halting it here and move it on to the face. And I'm going to start with this Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. I love this stuff. I love this bottle so much. This was kindly gifted to me by Merit, and I was so happy that they gave me the option to like choose the products that I wanted, because I had a little sample of this from their holiday kit last December. I used it up, I really enjoyed it, and I was like, hell yeah, I want the full size. This bottle is so nice. We'll talk about like the actual product in a second, but like I love this bottle. It's so heavy. It feels so luxurious. This feels like the kind of bottle that like your cool great aunt has in her fancy bathroom. Maybe it's been there for like 50 years. I love that the instructions are printed on the back. That's such like a little detail, but I feel like with a lot of high-end skincare, sometimes I have questions and then the bottle says literally nothing because the outside box has it, and then you have to like Google it to find out like what you're supposed to do. So I love that it's printed on the back. I'm like a fangirl for this product. I'm so excited to have the full size. The thing that I like about it in use is that it's just like a really lightweight oil. I feel like it makes my skin just look and feel so healthy. It's the kind of thing I leave on my desk, and when I'm just like working from home, I'll just put it on during the day, and I love how my skin feels, and I also like using it before makeup. Let me just mention too that your first order from their website ships with their cute little makeup bag, and all orders over 40 ship free. So it's pretty liquidy when I squirt it out. I always shake it also to make sure I'm like combining the ingredients. And it's just like a nice little first step that, like, as I said, sometimes I do right before I'm going in with my other skin products, and sometimes I'll do it like hours before, just as kind of like part of my skincare routine. I've never been a big daytime skincare routine person, but like this product feels so nice. I love the bottle. I love having it out, so like I actually remember to use it. I don't know if you can see that like subtle glow, but I have other oils in my collection. I have like the Josie Maran oil, and that one I only use at night because it's so thick and oily, and I like that this is like enough oil to like give my skin a healthy glow, but not so much that like all my hairs are sticking to it and everything, you know? I'm just gonna go over top of that with my NYX Marshmellow Primer because it's nighttime, so I don't need an SPF. Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk in Fair Light, and Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Light Neutral. Blending out with my Sigma F80 brush. Powdering under my eyes with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blurring Powder Foundation in Fair Light Neutral. And then I often just dab the excess powder on my brush on the center of my face. I'm a cream bronzer girl now. I'm more surprised than anyone. I finished up my Physician Formula powder bronzer a couple weeks ago, so I've been exclusively using this Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Power Boost, and I really like it. I just do 4 swipes. I do each side of my forehead and then low on my cheek, and I find it doesn't set that quick that like I can do all 4 swipes before I blend it out, and I just use my fingers to blend it out. Yeah, I feel like it creates like a nice kind of like natural shadow on my cheek. So next up is the cheeks, and I'm going to be using the Merit Flesh Balm in the shade Fox, which was also sent to me. I first tried out this cheek formula earlier this year. I made a video trying out the 2 lightest shades, and I really enjoyed them. I'm still enjoying them. But when I had seen the shade Expansion, I thought originally that those would be the only 2 shades that worked for me. Knowing the formula now, it's such like an easily blendable, balmy formula that I feel like the shades are a little bit more versatile than you might assume. And I think that's illustrated in how much I love Fox. I've been using this pretty much daily for like a week and a half or 2 weeks now, and I know it's still new, but I think it's my favorite color out of the 3, and I love this formula. So for this, I just swipe it on right from the little applicator, and then I blend it out with my fingers. And the thing that I've been loving about this color is I feel like this is what my skin looks like when I get a little sun, when I get a little burnt. Sometimes I leave it just like that, sometimes, like today, I go in with another layer. I love the formula of this too because it is so blendable, but compared to other cream cheeks that I've tried that stay tacky, this is like the smallest amount of dewiness, but it just like feels like healthy skin, and my hair doesn't stick to it, which is a big thing for me. Also, if you're interested in shopping Merit, I do have an affiliate link down below. No pressure, of course, but if you were planning on making a purchase, I would absolutely love if you decided to use it. I think also because I have that like sunburn thing in mind, I don't mind if I'm not blending it 100%. I usually don't mind anyway because I feel like no one in person is thinking about it as much as I am. But like when you get kissed by the sun, you can't control how splotchy it gets, if it's like a little bit deeper in some areas than others. And there's something about blending this out with my fingers that just feels like so natural and looks like exactly that. Because however it ends up kind of like fits the vibe, you know what I mean? I am just gonna dab it with a fluffy brush to get a little bit for my nose. And again, doesn't have to be perfect because that's just the sun. And then for my highlight, I feel like I want to just complete the cream cheeks. And I actually have a couple of cream highlight options, but the one I want to use today is this Lisa Eldridge one. I've had this in my collection for a while. It doesn't get much use, but I'm kind of like looking for new ways to use it. And I've been enjoying using it in conjunction with these other cheek products, just like as a highlighter. I like that it's not so icy and it just kind of like blends into the look. I'm going to do it on my fluffy brush for my nose. And right here. Okay, zoomed back in. I think my nose is looking a little splotchy from that Lisa Eldridge. Maybe that doesn't really belong there. Just going to use my powder brush again. Good as new. I'm going to do my eyebrows before we finish up the eyes. And recently I've been kind of doing like the 3-step brows. Often I will do my 1-step brows, which is just my e.l.f. bite-sized brow powder. But I feel like when I take a little bit of the thought away from my eyes just by doing like this signature look, I have a little bit more energy for other parts of my makeup. So here's what I do when I do my 3-part. So I start with my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which lasts me forever now because I don't use it that often. I brush my brows down. I think I got this from like a Nikki Tutorials video forever ago. I like it, still works. And then I just outline the top of the brow without the hairs in the way. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it is kind of like in the hairline a bit. And when you brush them back up, it'll like fluff over the line. And then I brush back up and line on the bottom. And I have excess hairs there. I just let them be. They're having a hot brow summer. And then after that, I do this step, which is the only step when I just do the 1 step, which is my e.l.f. bite-sized brow. I just use the 2 powders. I don't know if they're discontinuing this because it's no longer sold at Ulta or Target, at least on the website, and I haven't seen it in stores too. I've looked. And on the e.l.f. website, it's been marked down to $3.20 instead of $4. I don't know. I love this stuff. It's so inexpensive. It works so well. I used to use the Anastasia brow powder before this, and I think that was like $24 or $26, and it does literally the same thing. This might even last me longer, and I'm not even like using half the products because this is waxes. I don't know. I ordered from the e.l.f. website 6 of these because I was like, I know that they'll get used up, and if they really are being discontinued, I'll thank my right now self. No regrets. So I'm just using the lighter of the 2 powders for this inner part, and then I take the darker of the 2 powders on this angled brow brush for the outer part. I usually try to like blend them together a little bit. And then the 3rd step is just like a brow gel to kind of shape them the way that I want. I'm just going to use this one from Merit. This is in the shade Neutral, which I believe is just a clear. And I believe this was limited edition. It was part of their holiday set that I was gifted last December. I like them. So for my lower lash line, just Chic Happens again on my pencil brush. I have done this with different lower lash lines. I think the first time I did this look, I used a little bit of Looxi Snickerdoodle to add like a little bit more depth. I also think that it would look good using like a matte color that ties in the sparkle, like a deep blue or something. But I feel like using the same as the base is kind of just like a tried and true, like kind of foolproof way to make sure that the eye is cohesive. And it's like way more thoughtless. And then for my inner corner, Looxi cookie dough on a different little pencil brush. I usually kind of like pull this up, maybe even like a little bit above the mat, and the same on the bottom. And then another place I can have a little bit of creativity if I feel like it is for my waterline color. I think I could leave it blank. I could do it neutral. I've done it like a taupey brown to kind of match the base, but my favorite one to do is this periwinkle. This is from Haus Labs before they became a Sephora brand. This is when they were Amazon. I love this product. I'm sad it's no longer available. It's in the shade Priscilla. I love it on my waterline. Right? I feel like that ties in the blue sparkle so nicely. A black eyeliner for the tight line. Setting spray for my face. And I'm running a little low, but I'm just going to use this Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. And finally, we just have the lips. So I'm going to use my Milani lip liner in Spice, and then the Fenty Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm in Latte Lips. And here is the finished look. So that's everything. I know I don't often do videos where I'm like applying makeup, but I like doing it. Let me know if you like this type of thing also, or if you're down for the like twice a year kind of thing that it's been. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was informative. If you were looking for that type of thing, I don't know. Either way, I hope if you liked it, you will give me a like and subscribe. There's always way more makeup content on the way. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.